Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell, this is a bullet journal video and I'm doing July's theme. What July's theme, but July's spread. Unfortunately, I didn't film my weekly spread, but you can always find that in on my Instagram in my highlights. I have a bullet journal highlights, so you can always check it out there. And my previous month's bullet journal spreads and weekly spreads. So this month I decided to do a starfish and shells theme. I know some of my shells look a bit questionable, but I'm not an artist. I tried, and that's all that really matters. I don't think I'll be speaking throughout the whole video because I don't think it's necessary, but I will like just come in here and there if I feel like something that I wrote down doesn't really show up in the video. Also, there's going to be a point where my journal is off-centered, and I'm sorry. It's stressing me because I'm still editing the video, but there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm sorry if that triggers some of you. Yeah, that's all I can say because everything's done now, so obviously. But next time, I will make sure that it stays centered. So the next page, as you can see, is a gratitude log. So I don't normally. This is the first time that I did a spread like this, and number one, it was so that the like the way I order my journal is in a specific way, and so there was like an extra like blank paper, so I decided to fill it in with the gratitude log. And I chose this spread specifically because I think it is very important to remind yourself and just reflect on the things that you have, because you're always going to be more fortunate than someone on this planet. And it doesn't have to be anything deep, it could be simple things like you have running water, or you have a blanket that you sleep with at night, because it's winter in the southern hemisphere, and it is a bit really cold at night. So it doesn't have to be like super deep things. So yeah, it's just something that I decided to do just to help, I guess, with keeping myself grounded and appreciative of the things that I do have. So yeah, that's really all for these two pages. I filled out the word July after doing the whole journal because I didn't really know what color I wanted it to be. Because initially I wanted it to be purple, but then also wanted it to be blue. But then eventually I like mixed them. Did I? It mix, it fade into, blend into. You'll see at the end. But yeah, that's because I was having a really difficult time choosing one color. Yeah, but it's how I did it is really similar to how you'll see me fill out the word gratitude. Okay, next is my monthly overview situation thingamajig. And basically how I spaced out the the blocks in the calendar. Oh, by the way, I'm using a Typo dotted journal. They have a lined journal, they have grid journal. I don't know, do they have blank ones? I don't know, but I think they do. And this one was 150 Rand. Everything that I used will be listed in the description box. So the blocks are 6 by 6, so 6 spaces or 6 dots. Yeah, so that's how I kind of spaced everything. And I start my week on a Sunday and not a Monday. So yeah, that. Yeah, you can see that Naledi tore her paper. So what happened was I was erasing and then it tore. So that's that story. I'm gonna be ghetto and like fix it with washi tape. But yeah, like I was not going to like tear out the whole page again. Absolutely not. Give me zero. Not doing that. So yeah, you'll see me fix it later. So those 4 boxes are basically just the goals that I just set for myself for the month. So I normally divide it into personal, financial, YouTube goals, and Instagram goals. So I normally write like 2 points each on something that I want to focus on in all 4 of those areas. And then the space at the top is mainly reserved for anything that I want to carry on to the next month. So that will be like, I don't know, just some things that I didn't like how I did in the month of July. I'll write down so that I can mainly focus on them in the month of August. So this was what I was kind of talking about, where the journal really isn't centered anymore. But what I'm currently doing now is my habits tracker spread and my books read spread and the things that I'm watching in this month. So normally with my habit trackers, I would normally do a small calendar for each habit, but I decided to do a horizontal tracker this time. And so for each habit, I'll just put an X to say that I carried it out for that specific day. And then the books read is pretty self-explanatory. I just write the name of the book that I read and the author. And then I decided to track how many books I read in a month, because I do have a spread in my journal where I have a list of all the books that I've read, but I wanted to like see on like average how many books I read in a month. So that's why I included this spread. And then the what am I watching spread originally was all the movies and the series that I completed in the specific month. But now I just decided to put in like just in general, what am I watching? Not necessarily like I've completed the series, because I do have a Netflix spread where whenever I'm done with a series, I tick it off in that spread. So yeah, I just also like when I reflect on my bullet journal, just see, oh, in July I was watching Modern Family season 2, things like that for nostalgic purposes. So you'll see in just a sec that I skipped 2 pages, and when I realized this, I wanted to die because I had already sketched out everything, like everything was set, and there was absolutely no way that I was going to shift things around. So I just decided to make that page just a spread about me. So like some facts about me, like things that I like about myself, things like that. So it's just like a self-care type of page. Um, as you can see, I'm just busy with my YouTube schedule spread thing. So basically, I have those 2 sets of boxes. Bad description. So the one is just for the posts that I want to do in the month. Then the rest of the stuff is like, have I edited? When do I plan on filming? Have I done a thumbnail for that video? Have I updated the description box for that video? And then below I have some a box for my YouTube video ideas. So this is just a brain dump, and this is where I write down all like the miscellaneous stuff in my life. So if it's like, for example, if I'm like low on tampons or something, then I'll just put it in there so I don't forget. You'll see that the video kind of cuts at an awkward at like an awkward place, but that's because like my phone died. So I'm sorry about that. My bad. So these are my last 2 spreads. The one is just basically everything to do with my monies. So all my debit orders, the budget plans for the month, and a spending tracker so that I know where my money is going. Because not that I don't know where it's going, but just to show myself, Uguti, I'm the problem, it's me. So this is just on the right is just like a weekly overview for each week. So I have like to-do lists for the week and notes for the week. I messed up. I was supposed to do 5 weeks because July is actually a full 5-week month, but we'll see. We'll see as the month goes by. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm done. So this is just the final flip through of the July spread, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspired you to do something, I don't know, maybe be more calm or start your own bullet journal. I will see you guys in my next video, and yeah, stay safe guys, stay healthy. Bye.